Toronto on Thursday, September the 27th. It is sunny, somewhat sunny and overcast day. Pockets of sun and cloud. I'm here with Raymond Chow, our product owner for our mobile applications. And today we're going to walk you through the latest version of Fleet Complete Vision. And we're also going to do an actual drive using Vision to show you the live feedback that it gives you when you're driving with Vision. So really cool application. I made a video about this a few months ago when I was showing you concept screenshots that were still being developed. And now we actually have this app fully working, and within a couple weeks now of actually launching it. So we've soft launched it for a few months now. We have about 300 or 400 users, I think, using it between customers, our own people, our SEMs in the US and Canada, and myself. I've been using the application for months. So first thing to note, when you log into the mobile app, Fleet Complete Vision, is it brings you to this home screen. And the concept of this home screen was inspired, I would say, by the concept of Fitbit, right? The Fitbit application is really cool where you wear your Fitbit, you have your app, and you go into it multiple times a day or at the end of your day or the next morning, and you get all the feedback on how you've been doing, how many steps you've walked, and how many stairs you climbed, how your sleep is, and oftentimes if you're using it with a few friends or family, a spouse, you compete with each other. And that's the idea here of Vision. So it's very simple. When you log in, you get this home screen, shows you what vehicle you're assigned to, shows you if you're in a trip or not, and then you can click here and see your recent trips. And as a driver now, it shows me my recent trips. So for example, in this week so far, so from Sunday to today, I've had 9 trips, 49 events. Don't judge me, right? But I'm testing the application here. I've driven 117 miles, 2 hours and 46 minutes of drive time. And here it summarizes the different types of events I had. 2 speeding events, 3 rolling stops, 37 lane drifts, 1 harsh brake, 3 hard cornering, 3 tailgating. And then when I scroll through here, it shows me every trip of the week recorded here. So for example, let's click on this trip over here from the 23rd. 7:58 a.m. to 8:24 a.m. Shows me that's my starting location, that's my ending location, and these were the events I had along the way. They're summarized here. Summarizes here 19 events, 53 kilometers over 26 minutes. Ray, perhaps talk about some of the things that we're going to be adding here over the next couple weeks as we continue to enhance this.
Yeah, so one of the main things that you'll notice like in the next few weeks is we're going to actually draw a line of the actual path that you actually drove, right? So like basically like there'll be like a blue line that like from the beginning like trip all the way to the end, and then like matching up all those driving events. So just as a driver, like I can see my actual path, and then right away like I can see my my driving behavior like right away versus like having to go back at it like a week from now and like forgetting what actually happened.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you get a pretty good sense of the drive that I had here. Based on events being there, but if there weren't that many events, having the blue line would make it really clear exactly where I drove.
Yeah, one other cool thing that we're going to be working on also is embedding the actual video too, right? So like as you like click on one of the driving events, we'll have a thumbnail view of all the videos associated to those events. And then you can play it, and then like visually see it like as right after you drive.
Exactly. So to elaborate on that, if I clicked on any of these events here, for example, I would be able to actually run the video of that event myself as the driver, which is awesome, right? The whole idea of Vision is that it's a driver safety and driver coaching application. So as I'm driving, the Vision app is giving me voice-based feedback whenever it detects an event, right? Like we'll demonstrate that for real on the road in a few minutes. Imagine you're driving along and you hear harsh braking detected, or tailgating detected, or speeding detected, or hard cornering detected. I now know that the application's caught me doing something that is not that safe, and and I'm being coached basically to drive more safe. And then at any time I can go back into the app myself after work and, like Fitbit, see how did I do today? How did I do this week? Oh, let me look at this trip. Oh, here's a few events. Click on them and see exactly what I did. Right, so that is really cool. The other cool thing, I think this is the most exciting part about Vision, this feature that we're going to add in the next few weeks, is the leaderboard and safety score. So part of this theme of making Vision a coaching tool and a safety tool is kind of gamifying it, right? And making it fun for a fleet. So let's explain what that means. As you're driving, and if you have events that happen, it will attribute to a point system. And at the end of your day, or at the end of every trip, you'll get scored on how safe that trip was. And that score will accumulate over multiple trips, over a period of time, over a week, a month, a quarter, a year. And that score will be used to rank you across your fleet. So imagine we have a customer with 20 drivers, for example, and they're all using this, and that company sets up an incentive program, right, tied to being safe. Perhaps they say something like, we're gonna reward, out of our 20 drivers, our top 10 drivers every week with a small reward, free coffee, right, or free, or something small, or whatever the company wants, on a frequent basis to incentivize safety. They might also go further and say, we're going to reward our top 5 drivers for the month with a bigger reward. Right. And our top, say, 3 drivers for the quarter, for the year, with an even bigger reward. And this tool makes it really easy for a business to implement a safety program that will, using Vision, will incentivize drivers to operate more safely.
For sure.
And driving more safely equals to being more cost efficient as well, because when you're rapid accelerating, harsh braking, speeding, you're burning more fuel, for one, you're putting more wear and tear on the vehicle, you have a higher possibility of an incident or an insurance claim. So just by driving more safe, you're going to use less fuel, you're going to have less chances of incident. In fact, I think these fleet-based businesses, when they can prove this stuff, they can go to their insurance company and probably get a better rate. So there's a lot of cost savings associated with safety, not to mention the safety aspect of making sure all the mobile workers get home safe and don't have any issues. So I'm super excited about this product and how it's going to help coach drivers and drive safety. And how bundling it together will really differentiate us from everyone else in the market. Ray, what do you think? Let's go and put some miles on and see how it actually works in the real world? All right, let's get into the vehicle. All right, hello everyone. We are in my Ford F-150, 2015 Ford F-150. We installed an MGS 800 in it today, a dash cam, and we're running Fleet Complete Vision. My phone is running it. It's connected to the dash cam. It was super easy. And we're going to do a drive now and actually show you what it's like as I trigger events. But before I do that, Ray, I just thought of another feature that I wanted to explain that we'll be adding very soon, the automatic assignment of the resource to the asset. Right? So the idea is once this dash cam is installed, you specify what asset it's installed in the first time, and it will remember from that point forward. And basically anytime now I get into this vehicle, and all I need to do is just get into the vehicle and start driving. I don't have to do anything, and it will automatically assign me as a resource to this asset in Fleet Complete, which is a really great feature because we have these driver ID features. Many of you know the Dallas I button or the driver ID cards that we have to associate a driver with a vehicle. Well, Fleet Complete Vision does that for you automatically. You don't have to wand your card on a reader or your Dallas I button on a reader. You just go in with your phone that's running the Vision app, and it connects to the camera. It knows this camera is installed in this vehicle, which is an asset in Fleet Complete, and I'm logged in as a resource into my Vision account. So it will automatically connect me as a resource to this asset for this trip, which is a really powerful thing in Fleet Complete to run reports now and all these things by resource versus by asset. So that's an important thing I wanted to point out.
For sure, yeah, exactly. Like one of the things that we want to do with the whole Vision app is make it seamless to the driver, and they have them not have to fuss around and like click buttons, right? So like that's part of the end goal.
Awesome. So as a driver using Vision, you just do what you do every day. You just get in your vehicle and drive. All right, let's go drive. Now, we are going to purposely trigger some events, so I don't encourage this kind of driving at home. I am a professional stunt driver. No, I'm not. I will do my best to keep us safe at all times. Do you feel comfortable, Ray?
I am right now.
Or are you worried?
We'll see.
Trip started.
There's the annunciation. It detected very quickly that a trip started.
Lane drift detected.
Ah, there, you see? A lane drift was detected. Okay, I know I just lost to some points, so that's not great. I gotta pay close attention here, drive safely, ensure I'm staying in my lane.
Tailgating detected.
Oh, I do sometimes follow a little too close.
Just a little.
There was a tailgating there. I apologize, guys. I was testing. Tailgating event picked up. Okay. Well, try not to tailgate. See, it's giving me live feedback here to drive more safely. Okay, let's see if we can. There's more cars here than I thought.
Yeah.
Rolling stop detected.
Oh, did I roll through a stop sign?
What was right there? There was a stop sign there.
There was a stop sign there?
Yeah, on the corner. When
Well,
you turn right.
I kind of just rolled through it. That's not good.
Tony, you have to pay attention, buddy.
All right, let's see if we can get a hard acceleration. Oh, burn some rubber.
Harsh acceleration detected.
Harsh
There you go.
acceleration detected.
Harsh braking detected.
Harsh braking detected. That's some pretty aggressive driving. I am losing a lot of points today, right? Let's see if we can trigger some cornering here.
Cornering detected.
You
Cornering
might catch
detected.
up to Alex on the
Okay, so I did harsh braking,
lane drift,
rapid acceleration, lane drifting,
tailgating.
tailgating, rolled through a stop sign, hard cornering. All those rules were demonstrated. Remember, do not attempt to do this yourself.
Trained professional here, right?
I'm a trained driving professional. Finally, it was a dream of mine to be a race car driver. And it also visually picks up speed limit signs and detects if I'm driving faster than the posted speed limit, which is really interesting because we've had a speeding feature in Fleet Complete for a long time based on a database-driven rules, but this actually reads the posted speed limit signs and tells you if you're speeding in according to those. So that's really, really powerful.
It is.
Harsh braking, hard cornering, and rapid acceleration are all based on the camera has an accelerometer built into it, a GPS sensor built into it, and the optics of the video combines all those things to figure out your velocity and change of velocity kind of second by second to determine if you're rapidly accelerating, hard cornering, or hard braking. Right?
Correct.
And Vision works 24/7 in night, in rain. I've had it working. It's pretty phenomenal. It's like having a coach riding along with you.
That's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah, that's the whole point. let's while we're here, let's chat a bit about some of the future capabilities that we're contemplating, conceptualizing, and some of which we're even starting to work on. We talked today about the idea of saying to Vision to capture a recording, like manually, right? Like, so imagine there was a collision in front of me that I wasn't in, but I'm a witness to this, and I want to capture a video of this situation that just happened. We have this concept of saying something like, "Hey Vision, record video,"
Right.
and it will.
Exactly. Yeah. So like basically just along the concept of like Google Home, like the
Or Alexa, or Siri.
or Siri, right? So the concept around here is that we obviously don't want drivers to be pushing buttons,
Taking their eyes off the road.
Right.
Just
So the thing is, so if they see an event that they want to record, so the idea behind it is that we'll like have the driver prompt, "Hey Vision, record," right? And then it'll take that like a recording of like of any driving events or like stuff happening around the vehicle, just for any purpose, like whether it's
Yeah.
for an incident or even for
could be like a video proof of delivery.
Right.
Even maybe you get to a customer location and you would just want a video of arriving there, and you could
Right.
just pull up and say, "Hey Vision, record."
Right.
That's so cool.
It is.
And then that's going to be a game changer. So not only is it a driver safety tool, it's also a tool to prove things that you may want to prove using a short video clip, and exonerating a driver. You know, so for example, not all collisions are equal, right? Some collisions are high impact, you know,
Right.
and that will very likely trigger automatically a video recording if there's a high impact. But sometimes collisions are fender benders, right? Like where it's not a high impact,
Right.
maybe just somebody bumped into your vehicle, a side swipe kind of thing, and it could even make a lot of damage, but it's not a high impact where it might not trigger a video event. But if you had that ability to say, "Hey Vision, record,"
Right.
and you can get data from the last, few seconds or minute, and the next few seconds, and send that to the Fleet Complete cloud. That
pretty
could
powerful.
be huge, right? Huge way to exonerate a driver in a fleet from fault or liability if some sort of event happened, right? Raymond, let's talk about the other feature ideas that we're working on related to integrating Vision with the MGS as well. So that when we detect an event from the MGS, like an idling event, for example, we can capture that, a video of that
Right.
event, to understand the context. Where was this person? What were they doing around tied to this idling event, right? And also ensuring that there's a synchronization between the events that the MGS captures from a harsh braking, rapid accelerating, hard cornering, speeding, idling, making sure that there's video events tied to every
Correct.
one of those. So that's something that we'll be working on, making sure that Vision, being the dash cam and the app and the MGS, are all synchronized and capturing all the same events.
Right. And then being able to start the trip whenever we get an ignition on, and stopping it when we get an ignition off. Because as you guys saw when Tony started driving, within less than a minute, I think it was.
It was really fast.
Yeah.
It automatically started the trip really fast.
Yeah, and then like ending it will be the same thing. But what we want to eventually get to is like whenever we know that a trip actually started with the ignition being on, we'll start it and then we'll stop it as soon as it turns off.
Awesome. Ray, I think we captured everything.
Yep.
We're just about pulling up to our head office here. Well, I'll drop you guys off. Super fun to test it and to show you all how Vision actually works in your vehicle. To our people, to our salespeople around the world, and anyone in the company for that matter, I encourage you to get set up and use it for yourselves. It's really fun and cool. And as these new features that we're going to be adding at a really high frequency over the next few weeks and months come into effect, like the safety score and the leaderboard and the line, and then eventually being able to tell Vision when to record on demand and stuff like that. Just trial this stuff, experience it for yourselves. To our salespeople in North America that are going to be selling this in a matter of a few weeks, this is a killer solution, huge differentiator from any other fleet telematics company out there. Big value add to our end customers, helping them thrive, helping them operate their fleets more safely, which equates to saving money, helping drivers get home safely. I mean, Vision is a game changer, and it's going to be a huge success for Fleet Complete. Great job, Ray, to you and your team and everyone involved. Thank you all for watching.
Thanks, guys.